Khopesh. The Khopesh was one of the most recognizable swords of the ancient world. It first appeared in the Near East before becoming closely associated with ancient Egypt. Its curved hook-like blade combined the functions of both a sword and an axe, making it useful for cutting, pulling, and slashing during combat. Egyptian soldiers and pharaohs were often shown carrying kopis swords in artwork, symbolizing military power and royal authority. Although it eventually disappeared from the battlefield, it remains one of history's most iconic ancient weapons. Xiphos. The Xiphos was the standard straight sword of ancient Greece. It featured a double-edged, leaf-shaped blade designed for quick thrusts and close combat after a warrior's spear could no longer be used. Greek hoplites carried the Xiphos as a dependable secondary weapon while fighting in tightly packed formations. Its balanced design made it easy to control, and it became a symbol of the disciplined Greek soldier throughout the classical period. Kopis. The kopis was another famous Greek sword, but unlike the Xiphos, it had a forward curving blade. This shape shifted more weight toward the tip, allowing it to deliver powerful chopping strikes. Cavalry soldiers especially valued the kopis because it could generate strong, cutting force from horseback. Its design influenced several later swords across Europe and the Middle East, showing how practical its shape proved in battle. Gladius. The Gladius became the signature weapon of Roman legionaries. Adapted from earlier Iberian designs, it was short, sturdy, and highly effective in the close formations used by Roman armies. While many people imagined the gladius as a slashing weapon, Roman soldiers relied mainly on controlled thrusts aimed at exposed parts of an opponent. Combined with the large Roman shield, the gladius helped build one of the most successful military forces in history. Falcata. The falcata originated on the Iberian Peninsula and was famous for its distinctive inward curving blade. This design concentrated force near the tip, making every strike especially powerful. Warriors from ancient Spain carried the falcata against invading armies, including the Romans, who respected both the weapon and the skill of those who used it. Its unusual appearance made it one of the most recognizable swords of the ancient Mediterranean. Acinaces. The acinaces was a short sword, carried by the ancient Persians as well as several neighboring cultures. It was usually worn at the waist and served both practical and ceremonial purposes. Persian nobles and soldiers often carried richly decorated versions as symbols of rank and authority. Despite its relatively small size, the acinaces remained an effective sidearm and reflected the craftsmanship of the Achaemenid Empire. Jian. The Jian is one of China's oldest and most respected swords. With its straight, double-edged blade, it emphasized precision, balance, and careful technique rather than raw force. First appearing during the Bronze Age, the Jian continued to evolve for centuries and became closely connected with scholars, nobles, and skilled warriors. Because of its elegance and long history, it is often called the gentleman of weapons in Chinese tradition. Naue. The naue emerged during the late Bronze Age and spread across much of Europe and the Mediterranean. Unlike many earlier bronze swords, its design proved so successful that it continued to be produced even after iron became more common. The long blade offered both reach and versatility, making it effective in different styles of combat. Historians consider the naue one of the most influential swords of the ancient world because it bridged the transition from the Bronze Age to the Iron Age.